She thought he was just another customer, but he was one of the richest men in the country, hiding a secret that would change her life forever. At the edge of a busy city market stood a small wooden bread stall owned by a young woman named Ada. Life had never been kind to her. After losing both her parents, she became the only guardian of her younger brother, who dreamed of becoming a doctor. Every dawn, Ada woke up before sunrise, baked fresh bread, and carried it to her roadside stall. Rain or sunshine, good sales or bad, she never stopped smiling. The people in the neighborhood admired her honesty.
Wait,
if a
you gave
customer
me too
accidentally
much.
paid too much, she always returned the extra money. God is watching, she would always say. Then one Monday morning, a quiet man dressed in simple clothes stopped by.
One loaf, please.
Ada handed him the freshest loaf with a warm smile. That will be 1,000 naira. He paid, thanked her politely, and walked away. The next day, he returned. The day after that, soon buying bread from Ada became part of his daily routine. The other traders laughed. That man must really love your bread. Ada laughed too. I think he's just a regular customer. What she didn't know was that the quiet man wasn't ordinary. His name was Daniel. He was one of the richest businessmen in the country, the owner of hotels, factories, and real estate worth billions. Yet every morning, he left behind his expensive cars, dressed simply, and walked to Ada's bread stall. Not because of the bread, but because of her. Months earlier, Daniel had discovered that many people only respected him because of his wealth. Business partners lied, friends pretended, even some family members only cared about his money. So he made a decision. He would hide his identity until he found someone who valued people more than riches. One rainy afternoon, his test finally came.
You dropped this.
Daniel accidentally dropped a thick envelope near Ada's stall before walking away. Inside, it was a huge amount of cash, enough to change Ada's life forever. She opened the envelope, looked around, then immediately closed her stall. For hours, she searched the market, looking for the man who had bought bread that morning. Finally, just before sunset, she found him sitting quietly on a park bench. You forgot this.
You never thought of keeping it?
If money comes the wrong way, peace leaves the right way. Daniel was speechless. For the first time in years, someone had chosen honesty over wealth. Weeks passed and their friendship grew stronger. They talked about life, dreams, family. Never once did Ada ask what he did for a living. She simply enjoyed his company. Then one morning, 3 black luxury SUVs stopped in front of her tiny bread stall. The market fell silent. Men in suits out and opened the door. Daniel emerged. He wore a tailored suit. Everyone froze. People whispered, "That's Daniel Lawson, the billionaire." Daniel smiled softly. "The richest man in the country. You never told me. I wanted someone to know my heart before knowing my bank account." Tears filled Ada's eyes. She remembered every SIM conversation, every loaf of bread, every ordinary morning. None of it had been fake. Daniel reached into his pocket and brought out a small velvet box. The entire market watched in silence. "Ada," he said, "I came looking for honesty, but I found something far more valuable. I found a woman whose heart cannot be bought." He knelt on one knee. "Will you marry me?" Ada couldn't hold back her tears. With a trembling smile, she whispered, "Yes." Months later, instead of closing Ada's little bakery, Daniel helped her expand it into one of the largest bakery companies in the country. But one thing never changed. Every morning, Ada still baked the very first loaf herself, because she never forgot where her journey began. The lesson: true love isn't built on money, beauty, or status. It's built on honesty, humility, kindness, and the character you show when no one is watching. Never underestimate the people you meet, or the power of doing the right thing. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more inspiring stories that warm the heart and remind us that kindness always matters.